And the starting lineups have concluded. So just... It's the NBA on 2K.
Kevin, thanks.
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. But blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
Harden the pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Here's Simmons, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
Harris passes to Durant. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. Curry dishes to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We got a lot of talent in the front court tonight between these two teams, Doris. That's where a lot of the focus for us will be.
We will have an opportunity to see offense being run through the low post. So the interior defense is going to have to be strong. Will you send an extra defender? Where will that defender come from? There's a lot to play out here tonight, Kevin.
Now here's Durant. Good on the shot.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Simmons against KD.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
And he sinks the second.
The first pick in the 2016 NBA draft, Simmons has been a phenomenal addition to our league.
Outside Jordan. Harden with it. Shot clock at 6. And that one, good. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
Jordan kicks to Harden. KD on the wing. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Hill, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Hill looking it over. Six to shoot. Inside. Here's Harris. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Well, we've seen this over the course of George Hill's career. So savvy, finding the open man.
On the wing, Irving. Outside Jordan. Here's Durant. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Hill against Harden. Back to Embiid. Outside Green. Good.
Well, how about the versatility? Danny Green on the interior. Go ahead.
1:32 left here in the opening quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Now, here's Dinwiddie. Brown outside. Pass to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. 6 on the shot clock to the inside.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others. Helps him to draw foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
The 76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. There's a minute left in the first. The pass to Scott. Howard with it. And here's Maxey. A second chance effort. Howard can't hit.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Brown wide open. He fires. Finds himself wide open and drills it. .36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now, here's Maxey, headed by Green. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a three-point game. Griffin passes to Brown. Sinks the triple. Brown's got 5 points so far.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Good work there as it goes.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now here's Griffin. Gets it off. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that does it for the first quarter. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed this.
For me, it comes with.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Brown, also Green out there, and it's Irving in at the point. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Maxey. Danny Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with his play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes,
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now here's Simmons. He's got 5. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And loves to operate around the rim. Simmons' tall frame helps him to beat defenders.
Pass to Harris. Kicks it to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. To the middle. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Embiid.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now here's Harden. With the teardrop. Out to Harris. Nets passing it around. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
It's Jordan on the wing. Now Irving. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Yep, that one goes. And the Nets lead by 6.
Well, you know you're going to see some great ball handling when Kyrie is on the floor. Nice finish.
Jordan against Simmons. Outside for Curry. No good from Simmons. Nets leading by 6. Here is Harden. Lost contact on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
From the stripe. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The 76ers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Thibault. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Howard with the steal.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
5 seconds left here in the second. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
But George...
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6 in the...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Now here's Curry. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. There's the dish to Simmons. Back to Curry. From downtown. That shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Passes to Dinwiddie. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Back to Dinwiddie. Dishes to Green. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Over Simmons. Green, the pass to Griffin. And he commits the intentional foul. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Simmons with it. He's got 9 for the tie, and that's 2 points on the layup. Simmons got 11 points.
They can't shake Simmons. And he is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
Outside Irving. Pass to Jordan. Nets passing it around. Outside Irving. Shot clock at 5. Good on the 13-footer. Irving's got his second bucket.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection, and Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
And Doris, last season for Kyrie Irving, really one of waiting. No Durant on the year to play off of, and then Kyrie's season with the Nets was cut short due to injury.
Well, second surgery for Irving in the last 3 years. You obviously hope he and KD can stay healthy and try to revitalize this Nets organization. Irving is so excited about being on the court. The NBA misses him when he's not playing. Let's hope he stays healthy.
It's the Nets now after the Sixers pick up 2. And stolen by Harris. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Hill, he's checked in for Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Green. Now, here is Hill. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Irving with the steal. A shot by Harden, wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 2.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
And stolen by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. It's good. He's got 6.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Green comes in for Maxey. And it's Seth Curry in for George Hill. But he gets it back. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Maxey's checked in. And there's the pass to Griffin. Sinks that one from the post. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And here's Maxey. That one misses. Griffin with some nice D. Upside Brown. Here's Luwawu. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead. Now here's Maxey. Defended by Griffin. Howard kicks to Milton. Beyond the arc. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Nets leading by 7. Here's Luwawu. Outside Green. And he's off on his first shot of the game. 29 seconds left in the third. Howard, the pass to Milton. It's hauled in by Brown. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Llewellyn. Jeff Green on the wing. Griffin looking around. The third quarter comes to a close. Nets lead by 7. Live from Philadelphia. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Hill. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Shake Milton. And stolen by Simmons. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Irving's checked in. Outside, Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Harden outside. Irving attacking. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And they double up Simmons to the paint. Embiid, the pass to Harris. And the layup's good off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. Pass to Durant. Harden kicks to KD. Harden outside. Clock at 6. Back to Jordan. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Jordan. In the corner, Irving with it. That 3 off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, that's interesting. Out in space, the defender challenging DeAndre Jordan's shot. Makes some contact, but it doesn't bother him.
Simmons passes to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Harden outside. Here's Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got his first 2 points.
Joe Harris, confident, fearless, big-time shot delivery.
Here's Simmons. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now, here is Irving. Outside, KD. Wide open. And Simmons with the rebound.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Embiid kicks to Harris. Passes it to Green. Inside. Knocks it loose. Durant with it. Now Green defending. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Simmons dishes to Harris. Here's Curry with the three. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Durant. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Right side Simmons, and the shot is good. Simmons got 24.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player, someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
They double team KD. Outside Irving. Outside for Durant. No good with the triple. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
Simmons.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Harden against Simmons. 24 seconds left in the game. It falls.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Harden the pass to Irving. Kicks to Jordan. Harden outside. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Thank you, David. Great. What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above. And Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, D.A. Look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Green in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Now, here is Young. Bogdanovich up top, guarded by Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Young inside, guarded by Embiid, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got the first points up on the board for the Hawks.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
And intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for the 76ers. Outside, Simmons. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kev. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Never a bad. Idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Capella, the pass to Bogdanovich. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's Young. And he banks in the layup. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on the defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
Pass to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Capella finds Bogdanovich. Shoots from 12. Capella, great positioning on the putback.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. 6-point game. And then Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes it.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. The 76ers trail by 6. Harris outside. There's the pass to Milton. 1:22 left to play in the first. Count that bucket.
Nice bucket. The polished inside game. Something Harris relies on.
Now, here is Young. He has 6. Collins kicks to Young. Down low, here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's stolen by Capella. And now, here comes Young, leading the break. Up and in on the layup. Young's got 8 points.
Uh-oh, starting out in rhythm. That's 4 out of 5 he's hit, and we're only in quarter number 1.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. It's what he does best in pick and roll calls.
And here's Young. 8 points for him. Pass to Capella, and stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Harris, good.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
Here's Young. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Here's Collins. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we reach the end of the first quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Hunter is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Herter in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And stolen by Hunter. In the corner, Snell with it. Back to Herter. Passes it to Snell. He feeds it to O'Connell. Oh, that was something else.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal. Boy, that is a good-looking shot. As a defender, you have to stay connected to Herter.
Green finds Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And here is Howard. Back to Korkmaz. Pass to Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And now, Philadelphia on the break. Korkmaz passes to Green. Back to Korkmaz. To the middle. Here's Scott. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Herter passes to Snell. Back to Herter. Out to Gallinari. Shot clock at 6. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. And now Philadelphia on the break. Now the pass to Maxey. Plays it up and banks it in. Now just a 1-point Atlanta lead.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Herter passes to Gallinari. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Dwight Howard.
Sneaky, quick first step. Gallinari gets downhill, beats his man to the spot, and draws contact.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Kevin Herter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Reddish, he's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Bogdanovich in for Williams. Now, here is Young. 8 points for him. 1:42 left to play in the first half. Harris on the double team. Young against Simmons. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Outside, Simmons. Harris trying to get free, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
And Simmons drops them both. Now Young. He's got 10. 1:11 left in the first half. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. It's good on the putback.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Here's Bogdanovich. They lead by 1. Young is double. Back to Bogdanovich. Collins finds Capella. Shoots. And again, it's Atlanta.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Simmons with it. Embiid is at the elbow. Pass to Harris. And there's the feed to Embiid. Now, here's Bogdanovich. No points in the game yet for him. Young inside. And here's Bogdanovich. And that one, good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 10 points and... Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the 3. And he gets the bucket. Harris has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Philadelphia.
And you see there Tobias with body control to take the hit, still complete the play.
Young passes to Capella. Inside, and the dunk by Capella.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Now here's Simmons. Defense is right there. Another shot. Embiid kicks to Harris. Simmons passes to Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella. For Philadelphia, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for John Collins. Hunter's checked in for Reddish. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Philadelphia also making some changes. Howard comes in for Embiid, and it's Scott in for Tobias Harris. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Simmons, it's deflected. Here's Huerter, defended by Scott. Count it, and it's a 7-point Atlanta lead.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets. And Kevin Huerter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Curry wide open. But they'll get another chance. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Atlanta making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Korkmaz checked in for Green. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Maxey. Here's Howard. Left side, Scott. Howard kicks to Scott. Pass to Korkmaz. 6 to shoot. Back to Scott. Pass to Milton. Here's Korkmaz. And the 76ers get it back. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again.
Now, here's Gallinari. Okongwu's shot is good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Maxey. 11-point game. 41 seconds left in the third. Howard kicks to Korkmaz. Now, here's Maxey. Guarded closely. And it's blocked.
When you watch Kevin Huerter, he plays hard at the defensive end. That was an effort block.
Snell from outside. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Milton. They get the rebound. That one's in there. The Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Korkmaz.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Huerter passes to Gallinari. Shoots the 3. No good. And we've reached the end of the third. Hawks lead by 9. And we're just moments away from the... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Lou Williams, and it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Bogdanovic, no luck.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Williams dishes to Bogdanovic. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 7. Feeds it to Harris. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Bogdanovich passes to Williams. Back to Bogdanovich. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the 76ers. And it's Thibault in the corner. A 3 ball. Rebounded by Capella.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Bogdanovich wide open. The kick out to Williams. Outside Collins. And the wide open shot from Reddish. The Hawks again can't hit. And Embiid has got the ball here for Philadelphia. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Williams. Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. A nice shot by Harris.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Atlanta leading by 3. Now Young. And good that time.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Simmons with it. The second chance effort. Harris trying to get free. Can't capitalize inside. Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land. 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Young's shot is good. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Here's Harris. Here's Embiid. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Young dishes to Capella. Back to Young. Bobbed up there for Collins. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
One of the best young lob men in the business. John Collins finished with an exclamation point.
To the inside. It's stolen by Reddish. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Young. Capella kicks to Reddish. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers trail by 7 outside Curry. Green, the pass to Harris. Stolen by Collins. And here's Young. From deep three-point range, kept alive. Capella kicks to Young. Lets it go with a 3. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And Tony Snell subbed in for Bogdanovich. Simmons feeling it out a bit. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Hunter, the pass to Snell. In the corner, Collins with it. Takes a 3. In the corner, Snell with it. Buries it from three-point range.
And Snell is an effective floor spacer, a consistent threat to drop it in from outside.
Here's Embiid. Offline. And so it's Atlanta with the W. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Hi, everyone. We're coming to... And we've got...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Herter in at the 1 spot. And for Brooklyn, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Now here's Durant. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
Here's Herter. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. But we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Hawks. Durant down low. He's guarded by Collins.
Such a great threat in the post, especially on smaller defenders. He can just see the rim from anywhere.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. To the paint, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Shot's good by Durant.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
And here's Atlanta.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
4 on the clock, and Bogdanovich kicks to Collins. That one a little long.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Harden the pass to Irving. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Now here's Irving. After the miss from John Collins, it's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Herter. He's covered by Irving. Herter passes to Collins. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. Now here's Durant. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Dinwiddie against Young. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. To the inside, Okongwu banked in off the glass.
Someone's open. Trae Young scanning and finds him.
Here's Dinwiddie. Now the dish to Brown. Back to Dinwiddie. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Green. Pass to Dinwiddie. 5 to shoot. Here's Griffin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's some unique qualities to the play of Blake Griffin, a big with incredible handles and passing skills who can still throw it down.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes to Okongwu. Inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Outside, Green. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Green slams it in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
Dinwiddie dishes to Griffin. That will count. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to...
I think you get a lot of teams' best shot.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go from that quarter.
On the court right now for the Hawks, you've got Reddish. Williams is out there with Young. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Gallinari in at the 4. Young with the ball. The pass to Williams. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Nets. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. So they take the lead. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 2 now for Atlanta.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Dinwiddie. After the basket by Onyeka Okongwu.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Young looking around. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. It's good.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Second shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Irving's checked in for Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Reddish. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Trae Young. Now, here's Okongwu. 2 minutes. And here is Hunter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Outside Irving. Up top, Durant. He's looking for Jordan, and there he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. We have a lot of great jumpers in the league, but DJ makes a statement every time. Elbows above the rim that time.
Here's Huerter. They lead by 1. Back to Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Collins has got his second basket of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the left side wing. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Tries it from 19. And stolen by Okongwu. Bogdanovich passes to Huerter. Bogdanovich against Irving. Bogdanovich dishes to Okongwu. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Back to Harden. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. The Hawks leading by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Now, here's Hunter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And so, thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. You look at the core of this young Hawks team. They have Trae Young, John, and that'll do.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Onyeka Okongwu.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
We've got Brown. Green is out there with Harris. Then there's Griffin, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Herter. Dinwiddie covering. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Harris outside. The 3. Rebound by the Hawks. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter. He can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is given. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
The inside game of Griffin, very polished and superb at getting into a position where he can cash in.
Now done. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Herter. Feeds to Collins. No one near him. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets trail by 7. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Capella. Pass to Collins. Back to Capella. Great D that time from Griffin.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Collins passes to Capella. That shot off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
There's the call on Kevin Herter. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. He Snell's checked in for Chris Dunn. And Trae Young subbed in for Kevin Herter. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Harris. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. Now, here's Capella. Snell finds Young. Gallinari outside. Back to Young. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Nets trail by 7. Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court. Leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Young outside. Count that one. Harden with it. And here is Irving. Pass to Harden. Harden draws the double. Back to Irving. Dishes it to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Harden surveying the D. Outside Durant.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Claxton, rips down the breakaway slam.
Great to see Kyrie Irving getting after it on the defensive end, showing how quick those hands could be, not with the ball handling, but knocking the ball away.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Joe Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. 32 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Herter, covered by Irving, and the dunk by Capella.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. It's stolen. Got it up. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Lou Williams out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Collins. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. On the clock. Here's Hunter. Some solid defense there from Irving. Nets trail by 7. Passes it to KD. Back to Irving. Out to Harris. He dishes it to Jordan. Back to Harris. Goes up at the stripe. They get it back. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Nets.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Williams. Here's Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Atlanta also making some changes here. Reddish, he's checked in for Hunter, and it's done in for Williams. And the second free throw, good.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Harden with the stop.
He is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. KD's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Dunn misses.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Durant.
And this is one of Kevin Durant's favorite moves, getting the defense back on its heels, then stop and pop.
Done outside. And it's blocked by Jordan. They get it back. Here's Snell, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. That's good from Snell. And the Hawks making a change here. Gallinari's checked in, and so Snell nails both of them.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Here's Harden. Rebound Atlanta. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Now here's Reddish. Tight defense on him. Gallinari attacking. He kicks it to Snell. Just 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And yes, it's good. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And some assistance there from Gallinari. He looks so calm taking that one with the shot clock buzzer going off.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Here's Llewellyn. Harden has a wide open look. Bullseye.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Now here's Dunn. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. The dish to Reddish. Inside, Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Outside Durant. And the pass to Llewellyn. Dinwiddie outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Joe Harris is checked in for Llewellyn, and it's Kyrie Irving in for Dinwiddie. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Kevin Huerter comes in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Dunn.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside Durant takes the 3. Okongwu grabs the board.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Young against Harden. And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now Harden out to Harris. Right side Jordan. Nets passing it around. Okongwu with it. He's against Jordan. And so the Hawks take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The borough of Brooklyn. It's the NBA on 2. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. Now, here is Harden. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, KD just lethal on the drive to the rack, and he gets a head of steam behind him. Forget about it.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Now here's Harden. Tries it from 19. Jordan against Embiid, and that one hits back iron. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting. But there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Irving passes to Durant. Pops it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan simply a force around the cup. This guy has rare athleticism.
Simmons looking it over. And stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris with the ball. And Embiid with the block. Here's Harden. He gets that one.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
There's Green with the 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Harris. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the basket by Harden.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
To the inside. That's good from Harris on the assist by Simmons.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Irving, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Now here's Green. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Harris against KD. The feed now to Jordan. Harden has a wide open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Harden's got 6 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Simmons against... Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy. You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
Harden the pass to KD. It's hauled in by Harris. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 3, and Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
The pass to KD. And it's off from three-point range. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. Durant attacking, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Curry. Some solid defense from Harris. The Nets have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Harden dishes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example for
being from Africa at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Luwawu. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. Here's Brown. Following the basket by George Hill. Brown the pass to Dinwiddie. Over Hill. Dinwiddie's shot is off. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Korkmaz, the dunk, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here's Griffin. 4 on the shot clock. Passes it to Luwawu. Over Maxey. Luwawu's shot is off. The 76ers lead it. Pass to Maxey. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Griffin passes to Luwawu. He doesn't hit that one.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Hill kicks to Howard. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely, and it's good for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Green dishes to Dinwiddie. The Looking to end the run, and it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Hill drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it's special. Wouldn't matter.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Out to Harris. Outside Irving. Makes it off the glass.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Harris against Hill. This is to Embiid. Out to Harris. The shot from the low post is good. Harris has got the lead back up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Irving against Curry. Here's Harris. It's stolen by Hill. Outside, Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Now here's Harden. He's got 6. Pass to Harris. He dishes it to KD. And stolen by Simmons. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I think Kevin Durant, it's obvious how much passion and pride he takes in playing the game at the highest level. It is such an honor watching this guy work.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Simmons. Defended by Durant. Lock at 6. Shot's good by Simmons. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. Harden right side. With some arc, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. And we know that Joel Embiid... And that should...
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at small forward.
Well, he's got length and size. Danny Green is very comfortable operating near the cup.
Al Harden, 6 points for him. Kicks to Durant. Outside Irving. Back to KD. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Count the basket.
When DJ's working the catch and shoot aspect of his game, boy, you know he feels good.
The 76ers leading by 8. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Simmons finds Embiid. Shakes him. He takes it up and lays it in. Embiid's got 8 points.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And the pass to Irving. To the middle. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Irving. He's got 10.
Boy, what a pretty move. And that's Kevin Durant's forte, right? This guy can find scoring opportunities anywhere.
Curry passes to Embiid. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Then for the 76ers, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Harris. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. Now here's Brown. Outside, Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Harden the pass to Green. Here's Harden. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. For Philadelphia, they have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. The 76ers also with a sub. Hill's checked in. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Now here is Hill, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Hill's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic that struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Passes it to Claxton. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Hill. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Thybulle. Basket good. Thybulle's got the lead up to 14 now for Philadelphia.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Dinwiddie finds Harden. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Philadelphia also making some changes. Mike Scott's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Hill drives in. Here's Howard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the 76ers lead by 12.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. 6 on the shot clock. Harden's shot is good.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. That one goes in. Nets trail by 12. Harden with it. He's got 14. 4 seconds left. Excellent D from Howard. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Kyrie Irving. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
76ers ball.
And here is Simmons. Brooklyn with the rebound. KD's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Irving, and they pick up 2.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Simmons against Durant, and it's Simmons penetrating. It's rebounded by Durant. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And KD throws it down.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
Here's Simmons. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Here's Harris, and he makes good on the layup.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. And stolen by Jordan. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. Harris finds Dinwiddie. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Embiid.
Well, Kevin Durant is used to absorbing contact on the way up, and when he's this deep, it really puts the defense in a bind.
James Harden, he's checked in for Dinwiddie.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Here's Simmons. The dish now to Harris. That shot missing. Good work defensively by KD. The kick out to Irving. Fires for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Now here's Curry. Six to shoot. Harris, right side. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. And then Durant with the jam.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Harris passes to Durant. Harden outside. He feeds it to Jordan. Outside for Durant. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Durant's got 9 points in the quarter.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
And the Nets making a change here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons against KD.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
It's the first. That gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Harden outside. Feeds it to Jordan. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter. So look at that.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Here's Durant. The feed to Harris. Count it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Out to KD. From deep. Here's Harris. Got it.
Well, Mr. Harris in the clutch. Welcome to the show.
Stolen by Harden. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. This win sets a trend. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Growing together and staying healthy. Two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Now here's Simmons. Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Good D by Bogdanovich. Here's Atlanta now. Hunter with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Bogdanovich wide open. Good on the three-point shot. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old-school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Now, here's Hunter. Young outside. Passes it to Hunter. Dishes it to Capella. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Boy, Capella's so special. Great strength, good focus, especially when he's being defended like that. That's good work there.
Now here's Simmons. Outside Curry. Over Young. Again, Curry missing.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Here's Young after Ben Simmons' bucket. Young left side. Collins. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Young passes to Capella. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. Curry dishes to Harris. To the inside. Releases. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Pass to Capella. Outside Bogdanovich. The pass to Young. Lob pass to Capella. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Well, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
It's Curry outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
Makes it off the glass. Capella's got 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Curry. The shot off that time, and it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Down low. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Simmons, and the rejection by Collins. And he recovers it. Embiid finds Green. Tries again. The shot by Curry, no good.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now, here is Young. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
See, you gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
And then Simmons slams it in.
You know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Young drives in. Pass to Collins. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Atlanta. They're up by 9. Live.
How many fans do I got for the love of the culture?
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Hawks?
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in this system.
Oh, my goodness! That is breathtaking.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide-open look.
Milton. It's rebounded by Herter. The Hawks leading by 11. To the middle. Hawks passing it around. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
The kick out to Hill. Passes it to Howard. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Thybulle. Outside Hill. Jacks up a 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Snell from outside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. The 76ers trail by 13. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
And here is Okongwu. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Milton's shot is good. Alec Korkmaz standing 6'7". Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Snell, that's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Howard kicks to Milton. Back to Howard. And there's the pass to Milton. Goes back up. Rebound by the Hawks.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Snell, no good.
And this quarter he has clearly been off the mark.
Hill inside. Gallinari on him. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. Picked away. And here's Gallinari outside. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Herter. He's guarded by Hill. Right at the free throw line. The Hawks again can't hit.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Howard's shot is good.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 11-point game. Axie passes to Embiid. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
You know, for a big guy, Joel Embiid's floor awareness is pretty impressive. He does a pretty good job of finding open guys.
Young inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 11.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to tick
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Clint Capella had it going on in the first quarter. He had 8 points, and Gallinari.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Clint Capella really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Trae Young is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Capella in at center. Bogdanovich against Curry. And he banks in the layup. Bogdanovich has got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hawks. The 76ers trail by 13. Simmons with it. 6 points for him. Curry outside. Collins grabs the miss. Atlanta's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Young finds Collins. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Collins. And it's 6 points for Trae Young. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Curry wide open. Again, Curry missing.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Simmons against Young. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young dishes to Capella.
Oh! How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Green passes to Curry. And Capella sends it back.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. Had the space there, but it's offline. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And there it is for him.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And how about the defensive impact Embiid has on the floor? He's a great rim protector who can swipe an errant pass every so often.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's just so big. He's mammoth. I mean, he's not only tall and long, he's deep, too. He's a thick guy. So he's an excellent rim protector. Discourages inside attempts at a high rate. Clogs up the paint. That length is a huge asset. And then his foot movement, his agility for a guy of his size is pretty impressive, too.
Back to Curry. Uncovered. That one goes. Count it.
You know, some players just have a shooter's mentality, and Curry's in that category. Seth has not met a shot he doesn't like, and most of them he takes he can make.
Back to Young. 1:07 left to play in the third. At the top of the key, Hunter. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 3 to shoot. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Capella kicks to Bogdanovich. Young passes to Bogdanovich. Over Curry. Capella trying to free himself up. Bogdanovich, no luck. The 76ers trail by 18. And the wide open shot from Green. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Now, here is Young. 6 points for him. The dish to Collins. In the corner, it's Hunter. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Young with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Hawks on top. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. Then it's George Hill. And it's Korkmaz at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Herter. He dishes it to Snell. From the arc. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
The Hawks leading by 17. Inside, here's Herter. Back to Snell. Gallinari outside. Over Howard. The shot missing. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Feeds it to Hill. Here's Reddish. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
3-pointers. Snell. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Tobias Harris is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Reddish. And it's Williams in for Tony Snell. Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. And no good on the technicals, so unable to pick that one up.
And when Gallinari is healthy, he's such an effective player. I mean, a skilled shooter who really helps to space the floor for his team.
And stolen by Howard. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Milton kicks to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. Howard in the post.
You know, I think you just got to be a little smarter around Howard. That guy's, I mean, Howard's pretty crafty at drawing contact on the way up.
And he knocks down the first one. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And both free throws good for Howard. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Now, Thybulle, 5 on the clock. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Pass to Young. To the middle. Kicks it out to Collins. Lob pass to Capella. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
To the inside. Here's Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Hawks.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Clint Capella.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Outside Collins. Shot from 12. Passes to Young. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by Howard. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Milton the pass to Thibault. He kicks to Howard. Here's Milton. Thibault. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And an intentional foul right there.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this game is over, and they're the only ones who don't realize that.
Here's Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Yeah, you know, we all think of Green as a shooter, and he is, but he's capable of more than that. He scores in other ways, too. Sneaky athleticism.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Atlanta is the scene. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. D.A.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, D.A. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5. Now, here is Irving. It's Harden with the drive. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Young. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, that's Trae Young working right up to the buzzer, but knows the clock and finds a way to bail the team out.
Jordan the pass to KD. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Capella. And Young kicks to Collins. Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this is the chemistry Capella has with his guys. Exceptional at feeling when to go for alley-oops.
Pass to Harden. For the 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now here's Durant. Outside Jordan. Durant deciding where to go with it. Down low, the kick out to Irving. Young with the steal. Now the pass to Hunter. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Shot by Collins, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Young. And the Nets also making a change. Green's checked in. Here's Llewellyn. Dinwiddie outside. They could use a bucket, and the layup is good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
So here's Gallinari. following the bucket by the Nets. And the shot goes in.
Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Brown outside. Back to Dinwiddie. 1:37 left to play here in the first. Atlanta leading by 4. And Gallinari kicks to Reddish. Gallinari against Griffin. Feeds it to Okongwu. And at last, they get one to fall. Okongwu's now got his second bucket of the game to go. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Herter passes to Snell. Here's Okongwu. From 15 feet away, it's hauled in by Claxton.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Brown wide open. He fires. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks leading by 4. Reddish with the ball. Now Green defending. It's stolen by Brown. Now Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And you talk about the best ball handlers in the league. Don't forget about James Harden.
Here's Herter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Harden surveying the D. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Like to see when an offensive player takes...
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. Then it's Harden. And it's Claxton in at the center position.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Snell, that's good. Nets trail by 4. Now here's Brown. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over in the corner, Green. The kick out to Brown. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Yes, that goes in.
Now that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Herter. And here's Reddish. Here's Gallinari. Pass to Reddish. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And that one drops. Okongwu's now got 6 points.
And Cam Reddish, the 10th pick back in 2019 out of Duke. Had a tough transition as a rookie into the NBA. Struggled just to find his rhythm.
GA, I think there are a lot of questions because at Duke, he was surrounded by stars. R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, and he was sort of that third guy. He has all the physical tools, and he made some big-time strides in the latter half of last season, so he's coming.
So here's Gallinari. James Harden picking up that last basket.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. love to see him get up like that.
There's the feed to Harris. It's stolen by Reddish, and they're moving it up. Herder passes to Gallinari. Inside, here's Okongwu. And no good. The Nets go the other way with it, pushing it up. Stolen. Over to the left wing. Here's Snell. Pocket 6. He kicks it to Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's Brown. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Atlanta with the ball. Following the bucket by the Nets. To the middle. Here's Okongwu.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
1:10 left to play here in the half. Brown with it. To the paint. Here's Claxton. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Herder. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. It's blocked. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Trailing by 4. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Harden. He's got 8. Jordan with it. And guarded by Capella. The kick out to Irving. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. Young outside. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. Now Irving. Got it off in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And guys, without question, Okongwu displaying his skills today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Trae Young. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Durant, that's good. Your son Cole Gregg was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Fast break, the Hawks. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Harden the pass to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, long legs of Kevin Durant. They're galloping down the lane. I don't know how you catch up there.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Bogdanovich up top, guarded by Harden. Inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
The leap that we saw John Collins make last year was pretty awesome. Scary thing is he's just going to keep getting better and wants to improve that consistency in terms of his shooting range around the top of the key.
Lou Williams is checked in for Atlanta. Then for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for James Harden. The kick out to Irving. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Atlanta making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Now, here is Young. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Bogdanovich dishes to Capella. That's ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Well, that's a devastating move off the dribble. Durant getting to his favorite spots at will.
The Hawks leading by 7. Young passes to Hunter. Young inside, guarded by Jordan, and the basket is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Luwawu. Kicks it to Jordan. Now Dinwiddie is covered by Bogdanovich. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Brooklyn making some changes. Jeff Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bruce Brown in for Luwawu. Herter passes to Snell. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Passes it to Reddish. It's stolen by Brown. Now, here is Irving. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Green in the post. Durant dishes to Green. His first shot coming late. It's rebounded by Herter.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Now, here's Reddish. And Gallinari throws it down.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
Here's Irving. 11-point game. Brown outside. Outside Durant. The tray. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harden comes in for Kyrie Irving. Blake Griffin. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's tightly guarded. 5 to shoot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Herter over Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. Now, here is Irving. On the wing, Irving. The pass to Jordan. Clock at 4. Here's Harden. Jordan inside. Capella's there. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Bogdanovich. Finished off the break. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Bogdanovich, we saw a little bit of this during the All-Star weekend. He can play with a little bit of flair. And you know he's confident when he starts to show those signs.
Now here's Jordan. And here's Irving. Chalk up 2 there.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Here's Young. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Irving with the ball. Harden outside. Outside Jordan. Young against Irving. Back to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Over Young, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Hawks leading by 11. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so they foul intentionally. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Here's Herter after Clint Capella's bucket. Here's Snell. That one drops for him. And the Hawks lead by 15.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Now Harden. Irving surveying the floor. On the wing, Harris. It's picked off. To the right side. Molinari passes to Herter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Second chance shot. And it's Gallinari laying it in.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Here is Harden. Gallinari making his last shot. Durant, that's good.
Well, for a tall guy, Durant has such dexterity and rhythm on the catch and shoot. It's just interesting to watch.
Here's Herter. Pass to Snell. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Onyeka Okongwu.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Now, here is Young. Harden missing his last shot. From deep three-point range, Young, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Young passes to Gallinari. Young taking his time here. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown...